Microphone check 1 2. Microphone check 1 2. Hey, yeah, I scheduled actually another live stream for tomorrow. It was supposed to be tonight's live stream, but I'm gonna keep it there and just do some freestyling tonight. And thanks to the friends, everybody came up with some great, some great clips for everybody to enjoy. I'm going to do some commentary too on the fly, of course. So I know y'all were expecting something tomorrow, and you'll get something tomorrow too. But I got to throw something on for tonight. So I guarantee you, this time I am not going to be on that long. Yesterday, I was only supposed to be on for 2 hours. I think it went up to like 2.5 hours. I'm trying to keep these down slightly under 2 hours so I can do some things. I'm going to do that today. It could just be one person watching. I'm not going to wait for people to come. So if you're coming, come now. If not, that's cool. There's tomorrow's show, which is the scheduled show. So anyway, let's get right to it. Here we go.
And the pot calls the kettle black, calls the kettle burnt, calls her mad. Kettle reminds the pot that we both been burned on the same stove, that the parts of our bodies that are layered in soot were scorched by the same hands. Kettle tells pot that she still boils water, holds the hot breath of a white man's tongue, endures the slow simmer of a white woman's allyship, and still we make something beautiful. Pot calls the kettle wicked, and kettle says no, but says she's so magical she burned the hand of the last man who tried to pour himself a piece of her. Says she's so black she is everything, so black she is the beginning. She is the first thing someone finds home in when they wake up in the morning. Says ain't that what it means to be black? To have the world go up in flames around you and still be sanctuary for someone, saving men who lost themselves the night before, saving men who curse our names but forget his mama is made of steel too.
And that's one thing we got to break down tonight, y'all, is the hypocrisy of it all. Literally watching men every night disrespect the only women who believe in them is really counterproductive.
And now the pot has no words, but calls the kettle bitter, but loves the glass pan, the fine china, loves all the exotic shit white men put behind glass casings.
Shannon, she's talking to you.
Loves how fragile things not made of steel can be. But this isn't about the pot or the pan. This is about the kettle, the black woman, how she pours herself across the earth, but no one bats an eye when the water disappears. We give ourselves to men who never love us, but they say we are difficult, too hard to break. How we, the kettle, praise this pot, this man for all the water he holds. How we are the only ones who do not call him monster when the water boils over, because we know this heat, this white flame, hot enough to make any of us explode. We are the first ones to make noise when the world goes up in flames, but they say the earth was saved by the man who heard her scream. Pot calls the kettle black, and kettle says yes, but says you best remember you black too. The next time they bring a fire to your neck, they burn black bodies on the stake and the stove. Pot calls the kettle black, and kettle says bitch I might be. Says knock if you buck, then says wipe me down. Kettle says yes my nigga, I be black, I be mad, and I boiled the last man down to his bones when he tried to test me. Pot calls the kettle black, and kettle says hell yes, but don't say my name as if you ain't ever been burnt too.
Balls. We're gonna keep it going. Let's keep this going.
Judgment. You're dealing with a conscious decision to harm.
Yeah.
And that decision doesn't happen in a vacuum. It's built on a foundation of contempt, layer by layer, thought by thought. By the time the damage is done, the person doing it has already convinced themselves that you deserved to be broken.
Yes.
Intentional harm is not a random event. It's a reflection of how someone truly sees you,
right,
or rather, how they don't. And once someone's contempt has reached that depth, it's a sign that you're not safe in their presence because they've already decided you're not worth protecting.
Yep, and not worth protecting from them either. Remember that. Here we go.
Manipulation is one of the most deceptive and damaging forms of betrayal because it is rarely impulsive. It is carefully thought out, layered in false kindness or emotional games, and designed to benefit the manipulator at the expense of someone else's clarity, security, or trust.
Oh yeah, we're breaking it down tonight. We're going all over the world for everything. This is Jordan Peterson breaking it down for you too. Before this, we had Asia Wilkerson breaking it down. Shout out to Shara Willie in the house. Let's keep this going. We got to keep it going. Here we go.
Manipulation so insidious is not just that it causes harm, but that it is often carried out under the illusion of connection, affection, or even loyalty. That illusion is the trap. Behind it lies premeditated betrayal, the choice to deceive someone for selfish gain. To manipulate someone is to treat them as a means rather than an end. Right. It's to view their feelings, and choices.
That's all they do in this. Let's put it this way: in this genre, is manipulate people into doing what they want, whether it's a super chat, whether it's control, whether it's submission. That's what they're doing.
And vulnerabilities not as things to respect, but as levers to pull. The manipulator studies your patterns. They listen not to understand, but to exploit. They observe what moves you, what makes you hesitate, what you fear losing.
Yeah.
And then they construct a plan to push those emotional buttons. That kind of
we all know people like this all over the place, on and offline. They're everywhere. You got to be careful.
Strategy is not accidental. It's calculated. It takes time, effort, and most importantly, a willingness to violate the moral boundary that separates influence from control.
Exactly. The moral boundary being that they have no morality and no empathy.
Manipulation starts small. It often begins with subtle distortions of reality, gaslighting, guilt tripping, selective honesty, or emotionally loaded silence. The manipulator tests the waters, watching how far they can go. And if there's no resistance, if the target begins to doubt themselves, they go deeper. Each act builds on the last. The victim starts to lose their sense of independence. Decisions become harder. Self-trust erodes. And through
sometimes they will gaslight people into thinking that the problem is either themselves, or they'll gaslight people into thinking the problem is somebody else when it ain't somebody else. These gaslighters gaslight a lot. Shout out. Eden Adele. Here we go.
But all the manipulator maintains their mask of concern, love, friendship, or authority. That mask is essential. Without it, the manipulation would be obvious. But with it, the betrayal is hidden and therefore more devastating.
So basically, what I'm doing is giving everybody a rundown of how the red pill community runs. This is it. This is how it runs. Again, this is number 2 of a series of 3 videos, live streams I'll be doing. One more tomorrow. So hang on here. Hang tight, because here's the next one. Okay, I'm going to skip him for now. I'm going to save him for later. Let's talk about Jay-Z.
The man alleging he's the son of Jay-Z's making more headlines than ever. Rymir
If you don't already know, shout out to Darnell. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Rymir is Jay-Z's son officially. Jay-Z may not like it. But he did. Darnell, Darnell, you nailed it. Yeah, I saw what he did. JRello, we're gonna get on him in a little bit. We're gonna get on old JRello. I was over there at Razor's channel, and I was cracking up. The fools haven't changed at all. I mean, Razor's mellowed out, but everybody else on there, they doing the same stuff. I swear to God. Anyway, let's keep going. So yeah, basically, as you see, there's his son, father and son. Father and son. I told you all that. I told you all that a long time ago. Remember when I said that, see, Jay-Z is supposedly financially responsible. Why pay $40,000 or 40 million, who knows how much he paid, on legal fees when you can pay $40 for a test, and then after, if dude didn't pass, you could cuss out dude. He didn't do that. Now Jay-Z's in a bit of trouble here because I think there's a lot more going on than just Ramir. I think there's this implication starts digging deep because Ramir's mommy was a child at the time Jay-Z made her pregnant. Shout out to Tiffany Jackson in the house. Tiffany's in the house. Darnell's in the house. Eden's in the house. Charwilly's in the house. Here we go. I mean, what is there to say now? Oh yeah, he was on. Remember what a lot of those dudes were saying? Mostly dudes, but some women. Oh yeah, he's just trying to get attention. Oh, he's just cloud chasing. Oh, he's just trying to get some money. Well, why not? He's the son. Why not? Why not? If anybody has the right to clout chase on you, would be your kids, right? That's how much lack of empathy. That's the amount and the lack of empathy these men have. And if anything, Jay-Z has put himself into a really bad situation now. If for anybody who's either sober or anybody who's sane, you now know Jay-Z is not who we thought he was. Well, what some of you thought he was. Now, yeah. Tiffany says, I'm sorry for that young man to have a father who just wants to pretend like you do not exist. Exactly. The level of lack of empathy and humanity you have to do something like this is beyond me. I mean, we better check out this man's backyard. You never know what's back there. I'm telling you, if you like denounce your blood that much, oh man, that's really, yeah. Eden, they did the DNA test, came back positive. Pos. So anyway, that's a lack of empathy and cruelty that is worth about $20 million. Just go ahead and give the kid. The best thing that Jay-Z can do now is give this young man $1 million for every year he wasn't there. Then people will probably because Kevin Samuels did the same thing. He avoided his daughter for a long time, and then he finally paid up. But Jay-Z, if he wants to the best way he could fix his reputation is by just giving a ridiculous amount of money to Ramir. Just write it off as, cleaning up your situation. Here we go.
It's been trading legal traps with the Rock Nation founder, with details spilling out across court docs surrounding his allegations. Here's everything we know about the person suing a billionaire media mogul.
Okay, we already know. And of course, he's right next to Diddy all the time. Of course, he's perfect and Diddy is not. Right. Yeah. It's too late for him. Yeah. To be charged. It's too. It may or may not be. We never. We're gonna find out. But I'll tell you one thing. It ain't looking good. If his reputation is almost as important as whether he goes to jail or not. So this is going to be very interesting. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Break this down here. Okay, let me pause that for a second. Okay, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, thanks for waiting. I'm back. Let's get right to it. Here we go. I think right here. Okay.
I'm from the twin, same hood, same friends. That's if you're looking for me. But if them laws looking for me, that's a different story. Ay.
He called himself the voice of reason, the relationship guru, the king of real men don't cheat. But it turns out he was just real good at cheating. What's good, gang? You know the name. It's Transition representing Gap-Tooth Gains, and I'm back at y'all.
All right. So, I thought I talked
real
about
men don't
yesterday, and I said, son, we need to revisit this nigga right here because, to me, he's in retrospect, he's worse than Kevin Samuels because he was literally doing what Kevin Samuels was telling everybody else to do, but way, way worse. I mean, he literally cheated on his wife like with 100 women. I mean, it was crazy. Enadell says this: if he can still be charged, his life could be about to do a 180. Yep. This is about Jay-Z. Even if she refuses to charge him, the state may have a different idea. Well, Eden, the only problem. Well, I guess his because the mother of Ramir passed away. She passed away of, I think, of cancer or something. So it would have to be Ramir, I guess, or the estate of Ramir or something. But I think he'll get away with that. The bottom line, though, his reputation will be trash. And Tiffany again said, did anyone really think Jay-Z as being a stand-up guy before this? Yeah, they sadly they did, Tiffany. His history around Aliyah, his deal with the NFL on the heels of Cap, yep. He has always seemed shady to me long before this. Bars. Okay, here we go. We're going back over to this dude, Derek Jackson. Here we go.
cheat. But it turns out he was just real good at cheating. What's good, gang? You know the name. It's Transition representing. but mostly because he was standing on a soapbox that was bigger.
Real niggas love flashing with their stacks on the gram, but real men get investments in 401k plans.
Derek Jackson made,
which is funny because as far as I know, he don't have any investments or 401k plans going on. So, you know, he's a pretender. He was always been a pretender. You know, things your man will do, not let you do if he loves you, blah, blah, blah. Let him miss you. He made all these things. Talk about a fraud. And like, the funny thing is this, is that with all this stuff he was saying to black women that sounded good, he was a straight up hoe. Straight up. I mean, I can say it. He was 120. I mean, 100 women cheating on your wife 100 times. I don't care if she acted like, I don't care if she pretended to or acted like she was okay with it or not, which is unfortunately quite common. Yeah.
They don't want to get to know you or build with you. They want to do what I call put you in queue. It's kind of like calling
he put 100 women in queue.
A customer service hotline, and instead of talking to somebody, they tell you that you're now in queue for the next available operator, meaning they'll get to you at their earliest convenience. And here are my thoughts on being a man's convenience. I don't care if he's just really busy these days, or what's more oftentimes the case, his roster's already full, but you was too good to pass up. Still don't. Because that's just going to turn into a couple of half-asses.
No. I mean, it's one thing if he was caught cheating once or something like that, or twice, maybe even 5 times, 12 times, maybe. No, we're talking 100 times. I mean, he literally straight up just HOE'd out. I mean, he hoed out. It wasn't even close. It was not even close. It was like, he is worse than any manosphere guy. You know, because all the words he was speaking was totally fake. It was, I mean, he turned out to be like, and this is how you know he lacks empathy, is that after he got caught, he acted like he did nothing wrong.
Excuses of why he's been ghost, and then a weekend comes where he does make room for you, and then you're so excited by that point that you have a lapse in judgment and do something you end up regretting. So before you even get to that point, if you have any question about whether or not he wants to get to know you like you want to get to know him, let him miss you. And if it don't feel right that he hasn't heard from you, he's going to do something to fix it.
Yeah, well, a lot of people need to miss you. That's for sure. But I just wanted to keep it short. I didn't want it, you know, to go in deep with Jackson, but I just want to make sure I'm showing you that even pro women fakes is into it. Like, yep, you know. Yep. Super cap, leaping lonely single woman at a single bound. Yeah. He was a pogo stick. Straight up. So anyway, since we got a couple people, I got to get right into the show because I don't want to be in too long because I actually got some things I really need to do. I got about 2 more hours to finish on something. It's my streaming device for my live streams. I built a new streaming computer. Very high powered. We're gonna have some great videos coming out, some great shows coming out. You're gonna be privy to it. I appreciate you rocking with me, and let's get right into it. We're gonna go with JRello first. Here we go.
Nate from Nate, you'll set over there.
Okay, so this man is talking about JRello. In fact, let me show JRello first because it'll make more sense if I do. So let's go to this right here.
So today when I woke
Okay, so that's not JRello. This dude to the left is JRello. That's JRello on the left side. In fact, let me break something down even more. Hold on one second here. I believe I have a JRello video. Wait. Where is that at? Oh, let me make sure this is in the mix too. Come on, I'll watch later. By the way, how's everybody doing tonight? Here we go. Now it's in the mix. Now it's in that doggone mix. I don't see that. Okay, so anyway, let me get back to this video. This is JRello on the left here. I mean, actually to the left. He's to the left. So let's see what this young man has to say about JRello. He did some things. He did some wrong things.
Put your clothes on now.
African American man by the name of Rello, attacking a Kenyan woman, and he was trying to like record them having sex or something. I have no idea what he was really trying to do, but the gist of it, he was trying to record them having sex. The Kenyan lady didn't want to do it. They got into an altercation, and then he ended up putting her hands on him. Now, first of all, I want to say he is not.
He ended up putting his hands on her. I don't know. He said this stuff, right? Let me keep
not a representation of African Americans. Like he's like the scum of the earth right now. He's already known for having. I don't even know how he even got into the country because he already has like a record and all this shit. But
yeah.
I do know.
Yeah, see, JRello got in a little bit of trouble back in the day. He sure did. He sure did. I might spend some of that tomorrow, but for tonight, we're just gonna roll through it.
JRello, he is a fan of my content. He has reached out to me on multiple occasions. But me, I try to give people guidance. Like if I see somebody's going down the wrong path, and somebody has like a checkered past, I believe some people can have redemption. So I tried to offer him guidance and all that. And he didn't listen. And now he's ended up in the situation he is. Now, I don't want this to turn into a thing like this is how African Americans act. This is not how we act. There's so many people.
Well, a lot of us do.
Coming here, doing great things, helping the community. Like, just 2 days ago on Thursday, I was in Madeira, working with the young tits. That's teens talent. I forgot what the algorithm, but we went out there. We shot a video with them. We offered some support. We fed the kids, and this is just like, and I'm not trying to like toot my own horn. There's so many people out here from the African American community giving back, building with locals. Because I feel like if we work together, we can make a brighter future. Because I know Africa is the future. It is not even a question in my mind that Africa is the future. Mm-hmm. But we're gonna have like crazy bad actors like Rello pop up from time to time and try to disrail stuff like this. And we can't let this like divide us and be like, okay, it's Kenyans versus African Americans or create hatred. Because honestly, I really love Kenya. I love the Kenyan people. Okay. Like I wear my Kenyan bracelet everywhere I go. I never take it off. And I'm just really disappointed. Like I don't even know what to say to this. Because like I never would have thought I would wake up one day and I would see a video like this in my inbox about some nonsense that could have been avoided. It doesn't even make sense to me. Yeah. But some people are crazy. Like I know that. Some people are crazy. There's a lot of crazy people in the world. Yeah. And just some people try to take their craziness and then put it on the internet.
Let me pause it right there. So basically, JRello hit a woman. Let me see if I can find that video. Give me 1 second here. Dang, it's not popping up on my radar. If you find a link, send me the link. If you find a link, send me the link. But we're gonna keep going. I was gonna put Jay on tomorrow anyway, so Might save it for tomorrow. But yeah, JRello, being a bandit, being who he is, you know, being who he is. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Darnell says, you know something, Darnell, come up for a minute and tell everybody about what was going down here. Let me just put the link, the chat link in the chat. Come on up and tell us about what you saw, because I didn't see the video, but you can tell us what you saw. We you know, we can chop it up for a minute. Then I can dive back into this this live stream. We definitely going to be talking about you know, some more buffoonery. Let's just put it that way. While he comes up, let me play this.
You know Lacey?
Okay, this dude, watch this. Okay, this young lady is trying to escape this dude who just keeps following her. He does not know him.
You know Lacey?
Look, he's not.
We can't answer the door right now, but if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
That's just crazy.
Lacey!
Oh.
Huh? This guy's following me, Lacey. Who is he? I don't know. He's been following me since. JR.
What up?
He's been following me since I've been calling you.
JR, just come in the house.
Man, I mean, to catch a Dusty, I'm glad that guy came out, you know. Let me see if I can catch this. Hold on one second. Give me 1 second. I got to pull something up. Let me stop talking. Okay, let me hit that. Mute that. Click that. Oh my God, there is nudity on it. Okay. Okay, so I'll try to get around it real quick. So let me get rid of that. Play a little forward. So I'm going to stop it right there. Darnell's on stage. All right. Act Natural and Depression in the mix. Good seeing you. All right. Darnell, here we go. Here we go, man.
Hey, be careful with that video. There's slight nudity in it.
You mean
it's real?
Yeah, I can't. Okay, wait. Let me make sure I get this right. Yeah, let me.
Yeah, I can't remember the mark, but there is. You'll see her breasts are exposed. It's brief,
Okay.
but I just had to warn you.
Got it. Oh, dang. What did I do? I must have closed it. Hold on 1 second. Share screen. Share. Here we go. All right. Wait, what's wrong with my screen? Why am I so big? Oh, I know what happened there. Wait, I wanted. Okay. Wait, okay. Did I do something wrong? Wait. Oh. Why did I double up on my? Okay, let's see what's going on here. Can you guys hear me okay? Put a one in the
loud and clear.
Okay, maybe I don't know what happened there. Let me get rid of that. Okay. And then I want to go here. No, I got the screen. Okay, I got everything up there. Okay. All right. Just getting used to some things. Okay. Act Natural, we missed you too. We missed you too, Act Natural. Here we go, y'all. Here's an upstanding citizen. I'm going to build it up. Upstanding citizen of JRello.
No. Give me the money. Come on. No. 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 I'm saying no.
So let me scan through this because you know.
Yeah, she's got clothes on until a certain point, or I'm sorry, she was under the blanket. I meant until a certain point, and she's getting her clothes on.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
I'll pass that quick.
Yep.
So he's. I assume he starts getting rough up near the middle.
At the 2:22 mark, you'll see it fades to black, and he's screaming at her, "Get the F out, get the F out," and you'll hear smacking sounds. I believe it's the 2:22 mark, roughly.
Okay. $222?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
It'll quickly fade to black. I think there's the black.
Okay.
I'll beat the shit out of you in here.
There's JRello.
Come for my.
Put your clothes on.
Oops. Damn. Okay. So anyway, he makes her put her clothes on, right? And then after hitting her.
Man, shut your dumb ass up.
Oh, you don't know.
Shut your dumb ass up.
I'm not
scared. Yeah, but you fucking lied. You shouldn't have fucking lied. I asked you 6 times, bitch. You know what I kept saying? I said, you cool with video? You cool with video? You said you're gonna wear your mask. You said you was gonna do all of that fucking shit. Fucking lying ass bitch.
Now, wow. First of all. Second of all, he has to understand a woman can change her mind at any time. If he was in the United States, he would be on his way to jail right now, and very well should be. I don't think I can play any more of this video because it's pretty bad. But he actually went to prison for being an accessory, to the R word.
How does dude have a passport is beyond hell. How other countries let him in, you know, is beyond me. You know.
Now,
but then again,
yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I did hear if you go to a country that, you know, I guess that doesn't have a visa requirement, it's possible. But like, you know, countries like with a visa requirement, because I think he was talking about going, I don't know if he ever went to Brazil. I think he was talking about it once. But at one time they had a visa requirement, and it's like how does this guy pass a background check? Like, I would not want this dude in my country.
Right.
Period.
Man, I mean, and he can't say he's a ladies' man because he was.
I'm going back to get my fucking money. I'm getting my fucking money back too. I don't have it. I don't know where it's at. Didn't I just throw your shit in there? Didn't I just throw all your shit in there, right? Yeah. It's in here somewhere. Come and get it. Come and get it. Come and get it. Come and get your shit. I'm also doing it.
So
now DJ, you know damn well a woman always knows where her purse is at. Always.
Right. You think
Come on, man. Damn right he did.
Man. So anyway, let's get back to this part. Let's get back to this guy right here.
Inbox.
Put your clothes on now.
African American man by the name of JRello, attacking a Kenyan woman, and he was trying to like record them having sex or something. I have no idea what he was really trying to do, but the gist of it, he was trying to record them having sex. The Kenyan lady didn't want to do it. They got into an altercation, and then he ended up putting her hands on him. Now, first of all, I want to say he is not a representation of African Americans. Like he's like,
okay, take that with a grain of salt. What you said, 66%, Darnell?
Yes, sir. That's what I said. 66% are probably no good.
he's like the scum of the earth right now. He's already known for having. I don't even know how he even got into the country because he already has like a record and all of this shit. But
wait a minute. Pause it real quick, DJ.
He is a.
Yeah, Kenya has a visa requirement. So how the hell did he get there? Because I went to Nairobi. I went there in 2016. They got a visa requirement.
I bet he didn't use his real name. I bet he's there on a fraudulent passport. I guarantee you. That's my bet, and I've been my bets has been pretty good lately. I told everybody that that Jay-Z's son is Ramir, and everybody like maybe not. Now it's true, and I can literally. I love making bets, and this bet is, I bet that he got there on some fraudulent way, whether it's a weird, a doctored passport or some kind of identity thing. Enadell says this is what we're expected to understand, right, or submit to. Bars. He's one of those nice guys. Yeah. One of those high value men's that she should, be glad. Be glad wanted to essay her on the camp. Right. Bars. Welcome, Deontay. It's good seeing you again.
Hey, DJ, how you doing?
Just, doing my regular thing. Go ahead and give me your input. What do you think?
So I agree with y'all. I believe that this dude is terrible. I just, I really just wanted to hop on real quick, man, because I had to give some kind of pushback. DJ, we're gonna have to wait and see when it comes to that Jay-Z child, man. You know what I'm saying? I need to see a DNA test first. But anyway,
no, I forgot to. I guess you came in later. They did a DNA test.
They did a DNA test?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
When did that come back?
And all I know is I don't know the exact day. All I know is like the report day was like yesterday. Let me see if I can dig up the clip again. But yeah, and I heard that at least from what the reporter was saying. But I like to curse her by this by saying that I did not see the test. I did not see the, but what I did hear the report. So let me see.
It's not like a drug test, man. Like they can't fake it, man. So if that's really his son, it's gonna be in everything. I'm gonna be honest with you. As savvy as people are these days, and, getting in people's business, I'm surprised nobody followed Jay-Z around and tried to get a cup out the trash he threw away at a game, or seriously, tried to get a piece of his hair or something as he walks by, because that's all it takes.
Yeah, you can spit in the cup is plenty. Okay,
yeah. If I was the boy, I'd have been like, you know what, man? Watch out, somebody go walk by this dude and just snag a piece of his hair if he walk by. That's all it takes.
I know. That is crazy, but it wouldn't have been admissible in court.
I know.
Now this is admissible in court.
Per Ramir and his godmother's legal filings, Ramir's mother, Wanda, allegedly engaging in a brief billionaire media mogul. The man alleging he's the son of Jay-Z's making more headlines than ever. Ramir Satterthwaite's been trading legal traps with the Rock Nation founder, with details spilling out across court docs surrounding his allegations. Here's everything we know about the person suing a billionaire media mogul.
The entire hip-hop world is shaking to its core right now because one of the biggest secrets Jay-Z has ever tried to keep buried has just erupted straight into the public light, and there's no stopping the fallout now. A judge has allegedly confirmed through court-ordered paternity testing that.
For one, Rymir's lawsuit alleges Jay's ignored repeated calls for a paternity test. Per Rymir and his godmother's legal filings, Rymir's mother Wanda allegedly engaging in a brief romance with a pre-famed Jay, who allegedly fathered Rymir with, at the time, a 16-year-old Wanda, who has since died. Rymir's team accusing Jay of tampering with legal proceedings, misusing his high-profile influence with public officials, along with claiming Jay's never outright denied he's Rymir's biological father. Meanwhile, Jay's new filing contends Rymir's lawsuit's just the latest in decades-long harassment. Inside the June 16th court docs obtained by E! News, Jay's attorney said the fabricated allegations and claims have been addressed.
And that's going to cause a problem because he had been harassing Rymir, saying that Rymir harassed him. But I always said to myself, well, if you want to get Rymir arrested, why didn't you just go ahead and get him arrested? But see, he didn't want to get Rymir arrested. And the reason why he didn't want to get Rymir arrested because he would have to prove that Rymir wasn't his kid if he got Rymir arrested. Because Rymir's defense would have been like, hey, look, that's his kid, dude. So if he has a right to find out whether he's blood or not, and there's nothing, then he would have had to give the test then. So quite honestly, I think Jay-Z was screwed. He screwed himself, 32 years ago. That's basically I think.
I thought for a second there, I was thinking Rymir's mother might have been Jane Doe in the Diddy filing, but can't be because to my knowledge, when he said 16 in the Diddy filing, allegedly Jane Doe alleges she had relations with, and I'm using the term loosely here, but had relations with not only P. Diddy but Jay-Z when she was 16. The only problem is though Jane Doe
was a different person.
Yeah, that was a different. He was a 13-year-old autistic white girl. Like this is.
I thought she was 16. I thought.
No, she was 13. The girl that accused him with Diddy.
No. The one that came out, I guess, and accused him. I think that one was proven false. I think. But Jane Doe,
false. She just bailed. It was never proven false. It's just she bailed on the case. And it's important to bring that up because it happens a lot. If you have to understand, we don't put ourselves in a woman's place mindset when it comes to being assaulted. After a point, it's not about it, and your whole life's going to be put in front of the courts and in front of on the news. Excuse me for saying, to a point, a woman will just say, fuck it. Let me move on, get my little therapy on and move on. Fuck it. And see, that's the funny thing that a lot of men tend to overshadow is they look at a withdrawal in like a situation like this or a case dropped as the man being innocent, when basically what it was is somebody just said, fuck it. I shouldn't say that anymore.
You remember what happened though? She went to do that interview on ABC, I believe.
Yeah.
And she said a lot of contradicting things. She said two things that didn't make sense. She said that a friend drove her 6 hours to Manhattan, and after she was raped and she walked butt naked, raped and drunk to a gas station, and her father drove 6 hours down to get her, picked her up, and they drove 6 hours back home, and he didn't say nothing to her the whole ride. And when they asked him about that, he said that that's something that he would definitely remember, but he don't recall that ever happened.
Right.
Yeah. So
put it this way: she was a terrible witness to her own thing, if you know what I mean. Terrible victim / witness.
No, I understand what you're saying, DJ, because I do believe that at this point, probably before this point, but at this point, Jay-Z knows it's a chance this could be his boy.
Right.
I don't think it's about him being the boy's father as much as it's about opening up the floodgates to just a bunch of, it'll set a precedent for a bunch of people to sue him for paternity. And
Right.
even if they know that he's not the father, they still gonna get their interviews on TMZ and all these YouTube podcasts. So he don't want to open that up. So he is in a conundrum for real. But
Yeah,
we'll see
what I said earlier, Deontay, is that what Jay-Z needs to do is write a check for $40 million, give it to Ramir, and move on. And what I mean is this: is that he needs this. He has shown a very unempathetic side to him, and the only way he can get that back is by simply just going ahead. He's got the money. Give Ramir 40 mil and call it a day. And in that way, at least he will show that he feels some type of, what would you call it? Repentful or whatever you know what I mean.
Yeah, but it's still like you have to also factor this in too. Like you coming from it from a standpoint of like the dude is guilty. Imagine you married, you got a family, and somebody who you had sex with literally almost 40 years ago. You don't even remember this person, and now they saying that, oh yeah, I'm the son of this lady, and she said you're my father. Like it's not. He can feel as remorseful as he want to, or as sympathetic as he want to, but he don't have to feel remorseful because you really interrupted his life. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would she wait all of these years? Because remember what happened.
She's dead.
That's not.
She's dead.
No, remember, he had a man in his life who she said was his father until he died. And after he died, she said, Jay-Z, your real father. So he grew up, at least through his teens, thinking that
Ramir knew when he was 7. He knew when he was 7. She told him about Jay-Z when he was 7. The dude was still around, I think, when she told him.
Yeah, okay, no, you're right. I remember the guy was still alive, but she did at one point in his life before he found out. Let's say it wasn't 7. She still told him that this was his father. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't say nothing about this. So if you tell Jay-Z
I don't recall. I just recall when she said she told Ramir when he was around 7, which is about the only age you can understand, is that it was Carter. Carter is your dad. And to me, it's like the thing is that it can't be any life interruption. Carter should have been more careful. It's that simple. He shouldn't have been spread. I mean, it's not the first time. You got to remember she was underage too. So for the first 4 years, she was under 18. So by that time, Ramir is already 4 years old. So really, when you think about it, it's really messy on Jay-Z's part because it's not just him. I mean, there were rumors he was messing around with Aliga when she was young, and with is it Foxy Brown or somebody else?
No, it's Foxy Brown.
Foxy Brown. Was it Foxy Brown?
Yeah.
He messed with her. She was only like 14 or 15. I mean, she didn't come out. Yeah, actually states. So it's like the thing is this. It's not an interruption on your life if it's your fault. You shouldn't have. An important thing to say is it's like, why would you put yourself in that position in the first place? That's the key, because he's based and the people, and the thing is this is Tiffany actually brought it up earlier. It's like, why are we believing this guy was upstanding in the first place? He never been upstanding.
DJ, I mean, we do that for every black politician or black celebrity. They're always pillars of the black community, and they got more skeletons in the in the closet. You know, hell, goddamn, you remember, hell, Marion Barry. You remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah, smoking crack with a prostitute.
Yeah, look, I understand that. What I'm saying is that also just put it in there. There are some of these guys have track records that when allocutions or allegations come out, you damn near believe it immediately, right? Like if another person comes out and said Andrew Tate raped her, you damn near believe it before he even say anything because of all the allegations he's been going through and all this the stuff that he said himself about women.
Yeah,
Like,
that's where I was gonna. I apologize for cutting you off, but I was just agreeing with you on that second part because I was about to say that for me, it's not the allegations; it's because of what he says himself.
No, here's the thing. Okay, in an interview, he admitted selling crack, you know, Coca-Cola, okay, and some other stuff. He's never been a good guy. He's never been good.
Yeah.
So it's like this is really actually par for the course, in my opinion.
No, he never lied about it. He told everybody that.
He was honest about that.
Well, you know, I have one of my friends, and she told me that the chickens always come home to roost. And this is, I mean, just because it took 30 or 40 years, why are we thinking that it's somebody else's fault when it's just the chickens coming home to roost? They might take their time. They might be some old mangy chickens and might take their time and spend times in the forest, you know, laying eggs before they come home to roost. But they come home to roost.
Yeah, but these days, the men out here who are having multiple babies. If somebody came up to Nick Cannon or Elon Musk or NBA YoungBoy or Kodak Black and said, I'm his 13th or 15th baby mom, I want a DNA test, everybody would believe her right off the rip because these dudes have multiple children. You know, Blueface, people like that. Jay-Z don't have no record of having a dozen kids, not even besides the 3 he got with Beyonce. You got this guy.
He's got a girl too.
Yeah, Ramir. I didn't know it was a girl, but there was a second one. But again, it was a rumor.
Exactly, rumor. All day long.
It's not a rumor. I'll tell you why it's not a rumor. Everybody. Number one, the young lady says everybody knew, and number two, he bought her a $1.5 million house.
Well, the $1.5 million house, that's very suspicious.
Wait, hold on one second. Let me dig it up. Because I thought everybody knew. At the
end of the day, that's the point of having evidence in the court of law, man. Like, these rich guys buy stuff for people all the time. So Colin Farrell bought a home and an apartment one year.
Okay,
in LA.
Let me play this video. Here we go. Because I thought everybody knew. Shoot.
I heard you was Macy's daughter. My name is Letitia Mason from Cambridge, Maryland. My mom, her name is Lisa Mason. She has multiple sclerosis. I've been hearing that Jay-Z was my father all my life. There's no way that he can deny anything, especially when people were there that know him. And we was there. He just looked at me and he was like, Dad. They was in my living room. He was talking to my mom. I was gonna leave it alone. They brought me one of those ancestry tests. Finally, I get some type of answers. He knows that I exist.
I mean, okay, it's like this. This is what I see. I see a pattern. Okay, she's around the age of him. Okay, he just got blown out of court. I repeat, he just got blown out of court because Ramirez is now his son, and everybody. The thing is even before the it was proven that Ramirez is his son. Everybody kind of just like knew that the girl was his son, was his child. And so basically the thing is this. I understand what you're saying. It's like, basically in the court of law, we'll never know, blah, 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 blah. But now that Jay-Z's kind of like, to me, it's like, look, I already made a bet and said I already made one bet and said that Ramir was his son before the test came out. And I would make the same bet now with
no, hold on. See, that's what I'm saying, DJ. A test didn't come out. It would be, first of all, that's why I was like,
this young lady, it would be all over the news. It sounds like to me they handled it, on the undercover.
I mean, that's certainly possible, but I agree with what Dante is saying here. Is that you gotta have proof. I mean, hell, remember when Michael Jackson wrote that song Billie Jean?
Yeah, I mean, you guys can say that. I mean, that's true. I mean, technically, it is true. I will say that. I will say this too. I'm sorry, but circumstances and actions speak louder than words to me. Even sometimes documents. And the reason why is this: is that basically everybody said the big question was, well, Jay-Z, if he's not your son, why don't you, instead of fighting this for 10 years, why don't you just spit in a cup and call it a day?
We just said why he wouldn't do that. And you even agree that you don't want to open up that door.
Like, well, if you got to have a door to open, okay.
I mean,
okay. So, basically, the thing is this: what door is he opening? I mean, you give out the spit test. Obviously, in the legal, in law, it doesn't mean he's putting it. What is the problem of spitting in a cup? Maybe, Deontay, let me ask you this: other than what is the problem with Jay-Z spitting in a cup?
Oh, because this has become a commercialized thing now. If this would have been more private situation, he probably would have did it, or maybe not. But I told you what would happen is he would do that. All right, whether the baby is here or not, this is a court order. What would happen is it would open up a bunch of other women to come out and say, "This is my child's father as well." Back in 19, whatever the fuck you want to think of. All right, and then they'll be all over the news circuit, ABC, CBS, YouTube, Vlad TV, all the dialogues, telling their story about what happened, getting paid for it, and then what? The judge not gonna order for all of that shit.
Okay, let me pause for 1 second. First of all, shout out to Cyber Dreams. Second, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with the mothers coming out or the kids coming out and saying I'm Jay-Z's daughter or whatever like that? First of all, there's one caveat that you may have missed. If Jay-Z made it private, right? Let's say he took the kid to the side, right? He took Ramir. Obviously, you want to do it when it's over 21 because you don't want to do it when the Ramir doesn't have full custody of himself or whatever, right? And you go, Ramir, look, I understand, bruh. You might be mine's, whatever, right? So let's take a test, but you gotta sign this NDA that you can't talk shit about it. If he would have done that, he wouldn't have had then his juice wouldn't be all over the place. But now this is the thing. The court owns his DNA. Now he's fucked. The court owns his DNA. If you had to force him to take a test, right, and it's a court order to take the test, and it's mandated by the court can't just say, okay, we got to keep it under wraps because it's Jay-Z. They have to. Now it's out. Now it's out. Jay-Z. You've got to understand. Jay-Z did this to himself. He did it to himself 32 years ago, and he did it to himself now. All he needed to do was handle it right. I am shocked he didn't handle this the way he needed to handle it. I'm absolutely shocked.
I understand what Dante is saying. I do agree with you, DJ, but I also understand what Dante is saying. It's like you open up the floodgates for every woman that's, false mom. And
Wait,
the thing is that
we're opening up the floodgates to a former drug dealer. So what?
Yeah, but again, I'm just putting myself in the.
He had 30 years
I'm putting myself in the shoes of Jay-Z, the former drug dealer.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't.
Former.
DJ, we can do this, DJ. Honestly, we could do this with a lot of men, a lot of prominent men too. Everybody's
Yes,
had.
we're talking about Jay-Z tonight.
So no, but that's what I'm saying. You can't sit up here and say what somebody did in the past 30 years ago, and all of a sudden say, well, because of that, they deserve to be dragging out of court every time a woman jumps.
Yeah,
no,
like,
they do. It's karma the long way around. It's just the way it is.
But DJ, just imagine back in the you did it downtown, with somebody, sister so and so at the church, back in the 70s or 80s, and coming back. You know what I'm saying? It's like, next thing you know, you got the floodgates of women. Every woman coming after you, DJ. You know what I'm saying? How would you want that? Would you like that?
That's not. Hey, it's like this. It's like this. It is what it is. You see what I'm saying? Jay-Z, not the thing that you guys are missing is this. Jay-Z over the past 30 years could have cleaned this whole thing up.
No, and that's where when I said I agree with you earlier.
I was gonna say, then you can say you say. If he had properly done this the right way. Now, the first thing is this. There's nothing I can do about somebody who wants to sleep with children. There's nothing I can do about that. But let's get past that part. He could have shown himself to say, hey, I mean, he didn't even know. I don't even know if he knew Bey at that time. I don't know if he even knew Beyonce. So really, honestly, the weird dynamic I'm feeling right now is like this. What Beyonce could be mad at Jay-Z about is for lying to her. Because let's face it, he probably did. But other than that, hey, that's stuff that happened before they met.
Yeah, he was 22 years old. Beyonce was good. It wasn't it. They didn't even know each other existed at that time.
Right. So basically, my point is this: is that so Beyonce has a right to be mad because she has a right to whatever her feelings are. But at the same time, if Jay-Z would have been like, do you really think that if Jay-Z told Beyonce, yeah, I have 2 kids, she would have cared? I don't think she would have cared. Either because
I don't think he lied to her either.
So basically, they both knew. And I would agree with that that being the scenario as well. So the bottom line is this is all they needed to do was be a good father. That's all they needed to do. People would have been like, his kids would have been giving him good promo. His shout out in New York to SF in his house, Cyber Dreams in the house, Act Natural in the house, Brina West in the house, Tiffany in the house. This is important for us to grasp it because it wasn't. The thing is this. He had a chance to clean everything up. He didn't want to do that. He didn't even want to put that kind of effort in. He didn't want, even when he started having money, he didn't take care of all his kids. He knew he had these kids. He dang near knew there was a high possibility those were his kids. Otherwise, he would have spit in the cup and talked shit while doing it. You would have been like, yeah, nigga, go ahead, take your damn test, and don't say nothing else about this. He could have been talking, but he didn't do that. What he did do was hire $40 million attorney.
He could have did that. But here's the thing, though. If everything, I agree with what you were just saying about if Beyonce knew and everything, then what does it matter? He don't got no reason to run from this or hide from it. For real, you just had 2 other kids. So he really believed that these are his kids. And the second thing is, it's not like he found out the girl was pregnant and she said it was his from the jump. These ain't the only people who came after him with paternity tests. These celebrities get paternity tests, lawsuits on a weekly basis. All of these dudes, even Steph Curry get them. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, like it's just that this dude Ray Mir is going hard as hell. So it
I
is
understand what
interesting.
you're saying. I understand your point of view, but the bottom line is we're talking about Jay-Z and his messy past. He was messy. He was messy. He shouldn't have been talking. He shouldn't have been talking to kids. Because see, a grown woman might have made him wear a contraceptive. A kid don't do that. They don't know.
Oh,
so that's what it came down to.
It don't matter how grown a woman is. They still out here having unprotected.
But see, the thing is that Beyonce, you're missing my point. That at least a grown woman has the opportunity to be more mature than a 14 or 15-year-old child. I'm sorry. The odds are she's going to be more mature. I'm not saying they never ever, go out here and don't, and would pull off a condom or something like that. But for the most part, the odds are much higher. The odds are much higher that a grown woman is going to be more mature with her sexual situation. Now,
I doubt that.
There's nothing that to be really said. He had no business being in that bed at all. And chickens come home to roast. And let me tell you, you can look at my 1-year-old videos talking about this dude. He was literally on, I think, a chickens come home to roost video I made. It's like we all knew. It's like I understand what you're saying, but we all knew it. You live a messy life, and yes, it was so long ago, but it was still messy. Look at this. Look at what happened with Diddy. Diddy was doing stuff a long time ago and recently. So, I mean, how much of a pass do you want to give these guys?
But
we invested in the wrong. I'm gonna tell you this: wrong men. We invested
the only reason why I'm going so hard for this is because of all of the things that we talk about on this channel when it comes to men being dirty and all this other stuff, right?
Right.
Jay-Z has not done anything worse than 99% of the dudes we talking about. Even if it turned out that
Dante, I cut you off real quick, Dante.
No, go ahead.
I apologize, but I just gotta say, I'm sorry, bruh. But when we're talking about a underage girl, I'm sorry. That's horrible. Sorry.
No.
I have to disagree with you.
The only person that you can actually prove, if you can even prove it, that he had sex with underage would be Beyonce. And I don't. None of us know when they actually started having sex, and they got married. And they've been together for almost 30 years. It's not like he's not R. Kelly. He's not what's his name, Puffy. He's not Blueface. He ain't that one dude beating the hell out of his girl on camera and stalking people. He's not getting people killed like Boosie and doing shit. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm trying to say?
I do.
Like, it's a distance. And I just want to say one more thing, DJ, about this. The last time we got into an argument like this where me and you button heads, it was that Michael Irvin case. And you saw what the results were. You got to let this stuff play out first. Like, we can't just assume that somebody's guilty before it gets there. Because I done been wrong many times about stuff. You know what I'm saying? I learned the best way to just wait for it to be over with.
Dante is right about that.
Ray Mir is over with. That's the done deal. The court information's out. So
they did not say. I mean, look, I don't know. I'm gonna have to Google it. Yeah, the video was the AI voice saying that the court is talking about.
Yeah, you got to be careful with those AI videos,
yeah,
DJ.
I agree with that. But hold on 1 second. Let me find out something. Okay.
Yeah. But if I could just say, while you're looking that up, if I could just say this real quick, like just today, I don't know if you know this, but right now it's trending. Leanna Lene and what's his name, Travis Hunter, are getting divorced, and it's all there is no. I've been looking at this, no evidence whatsoever of a divorce. And yet you see all these videos talking about they're getting divorced. She want 40 million and all this other stuff. And there's just no evidence to support it.
All right, Stop the Cap is on the online. Stop the Cap. Feel free to
Mic
tune
check,
in.
mic check, mic check.
Sounds
Oh,
good.
is that Cyber Dreams?
Hold
That sounds
on,
familiar.
Darnell. Hi, Darnell. Hi, Darnell.
How you doing, Cyber Dreams?
What's up,
How are
Dante? I
things?
just have a question. I'm quite sure my curiosity isn't the only one. I just have a question. Gentlemen on the panel, you don't know Jay-Z personally, right? So it's your comments is quite anecdotal. You like you have a experience with this type of experience with the situation. So without knowing this man personally or being able to be in the circle of this man, not being a drug dealer, I'm quite sure you guys haven't been drug dealers.
Nope.
What is the reason, without giving an excuse, why you're defending Jay-Z? I want to say Jay Creep, but I'm gonna say Jay-Z.
You want me to go first, Dante, or you want to go first?
It doesn't matter. I mean, I'm not. The reason I'm defending him is why I defend any person who hasn't
No,
done anything.
don't deflect. I want you to substantiate why you're defending Jay-Z, aka Jay Creep, in this situation. In this situation only.
Yeah, with the boy, okay. Because he had multiple lawsuits come out, not lawsuits, but paternity suits come out to say that he was somebody's father. That got all shot down. This guy is very persistent. I do give him that. And it is interesting, like I said, to see what happened. But he's being attacked as if he's already been found like he's the father. And everybody just assuming it. When the Diddy case came out, people were associating Jay-Z and LeBron and all these other celebrities with him. As soon as it came out, it's like people want something to be wrong with Jay-Z or with LeBron or anybody who hasn't been had no real allegations against them. You know what I'm saying? All of these guys are not the same because they're all celebrities and because they know each other or work with each other. That's what I'm saying. So, and to say that Jay-Z is somehow a bad person because he doesn't want to sit up here and expose himself to any woman who wants to play this game, and we know that there are women out there that will play that game with you just to get some clout and some money. That's all I'm saying. It's not fair.
Okay, I want to iterate something after your comment, and then we're gonna ask. I need Darnell to answer the same question.
I mean, that's all I have.
Because from what you're saying, taking into account his past, his behavior, his music, his personality, and all of these things, this is not far-fetched. These allegations aren't far-fetched, right? So just the simple fact that he's used to being around a lot of women, I'm quite sure he's probably had a lot of unprotected sex and so forth. These allegations is not something out of the ordinary. You agree or disagree?
With paternity suit?
I mean, you said he had multiple. Listen, you said he had multiple situations like this. So I'm saying, based on his past and his proximity to a lot of women, a lot of clubbing, a lot of partying, his music, and so forth, this is a possibility that he could have a harem of children, correct?
Not based on his past, but based on his celebrity and net worth. Because Joel Osteen has women that say that he's their father, and he ain't no rapper.
See, I'm not trying to move the goalpost to a preacher. So we're talking about Jay-Z. So because Joel Osteen he's rich, he is a motivated. I don't think he's a true Christian myself. That's my opinion. But because he has access to all of these women, and we all know male nature, right? We all know male nature, right? That Joel Osteen, that's not something out of the ordinary. So let's go back to Jay-Z. Being that his past, right? He's already cheated on Beyonce. So let's get that out the way. He already cheated on a woman, right? Being that his past and his proximity to a lot of women, this situation for Mr. Jay-Z is not far-fetched.
Now, what specifically about his past has anything to do with women coming out?
I don't know him personally. I'm saying his past, meaning, come on, we all know Jay-Z, all the pictures, all the clubs, you know, Rockefeller, the Diamond. Come on, like let's not be disingenuous.
No, I'm not. What I'm saying is that, see, this is what I mean. You can apply this to hundreds of rich men in whatever their personality or their personal brand is. If you want to say, listen to Jay-Z's music, according to Jay-Z's music,
I'm saying he has a high probability. Like you're trying to make it seem like Jay-Z is some like he's some saint. Like no, every man, like Dante, the women in the chat is kind of confused about your comments towards Jay-Z because it appears to us that you're going to protect this man no matter what. You don't know this man personally, so I'm being objective to ask you: is the probability of him having a harem of children? Is that a probability? Is that possible? Yes or no?
Having a harem of children? You mean that he knows about? Like,
it doesn't. I guess it's possible. Okay, I'm done with Dante, DJ Torch. I'm done with Dante, DJ Torch. Okay, Darnell, you take a crack at it. Darnell, you take a crack at it.
Yes, ma'am. So I'll be honest. I'm not defending Jay-Z. It's just you have to understand. I don't know this as a fact, and I think what Dante's trying to say is he wants to wait until all the evidence comes out, which is very important. In fact, while you guys were talking, I've been trying to look it up. In fact, the information I have found is that Ramir has actually dropped the lawsuit against Jay-Z.
That was said almost a month ago. Basically,
so it hasn't been confirmed.
But the courts said something about no. No.
Yeah, they want to know because the courts don't want to waste their time, right? And DAs have the option to pursue without a plaintiff. They have that option.
Yep.
And because he's Jay-Z, you know, why not? Let's see what's going on because they don't want to waste their time, you know?
Yeah, right, but at this point it's dismissed, and there's just no evidence to say that. In fact, there's just no evidence to say that Ramir is his son.
I mean, who knows? He probably was getting, death threats. Who knows? He put himself out there.
But,
who knows why he dropped it?
I understand
but
why you're saying.
The question is, there was a man who was broker than a $2 bill, had 78 children. So so the probability of Jay-Z even having these children is not far-fetched. And you guys refuse to say that. You refuse to say that a man in Jay-Z's status can't do no wrong. We already seen that with Shannon Sharp. We already seen this pattern over and over and over again.
No, ma'am.
What makes Jay-Z the exception to the rule?
Oh, no, ma'am. I never said Jay-Z is is holier than thou or anything of that nature. Like he could do no wrong. I've never said that.
But you guys are taking the stance of like you guys have bias there. Your comments are biased.
Earlier in the chat, not in the chat. Earlier in the video, I told DJ, I said, DJ, at this point, I think that the boy really might be Jay-Z's son. And Jay-Z needs to just handle his privately. What you mean now?
Hold up. What did he say? What did he say?
All you have to do is rewind the live. DJ, can you tell me?
I just jumped in.
I didn't say.
I wasn't privy to that information, Dante.
I didn't say it's a 0% possibility. I'm not saying
I'm just saying, like we have to be when we get on these panels, y'all have to be objective. When you guys make comments, you guys sound. We can hear your bias. We can hear it.
Well, it's not a bias. It's just okay. Again, I think Dante and I we both agree on the same point as we got to have fact.
Wait.
Okay. I mean,
here's I got to interject. Here's the problem I have. You guys have always said, "Oh yeah, there's a lot of bad women in the world. Oh yeah, there's a lot of women who trap men and all this kind of stuff." But you don't have any stats on that. You don't have any proof. You don't have any evidence. But you.
I mean, it happens all the time. I mean, the woman that sued Drake.
Finish. Now,
Yes, sir.
I understand if you have a retort to that, but the bottom line is that you're making an assumption that you don't, unless you slept with all these women and they tried to trap you, like all of the women you dated all wanted to trap you. Then if you don't have that kind of information, really, you can't even if it did happen. It's like you're saying, it's like you're kind of like it's good for the goose, but not good for the gander. So basically, nobody can assume or make a statement or make an assumption that Jay-Z, was messing with kids back in the day and has children by him. We can't make that assumption, but you can make an assumption about women trapping men.
Well, you know what, Torch? Listen, it's called word of mouth. We all know. Let's keep it 1,000. We all know barbershop talk. Oh, you can't trust these hoes. These women, these women will get you. These women this, these women that. These men have been growing up hearing these things and have never seen it. Their uncles probably, experienced some things, and he's going to exaggerate. Their comments about women is exaggerated. And also they always want to make women the common denominator in a male situation. If Jay-Z wasn't slanging his penis around, these women wouldn't be coming out. If Jay-Z hadn't slept with old girl Becky with the good hair, Beyonce would have never made an awesome album called Lemonade. Like, we have to keep subject matter where it is.
But I think it's also important that we don't jump to conclusions too.
But now you don't want to. Okay, in that case, then you can't say that women trap men. You can't. You just can't say it.
Well, that's not true because we know it's happened.
There you go. There you go.
So the question is, how do you know it happens? Because men say it. Men lie.
No. Yes, that's correct. Men do lie. But here's the thing: like when a woman decides to fish a condom out of a toilet after she had relations with Drake, and then sue him because he put hot sauce in the damn
Okay, hold up. Let's stay there. Darnell, that's one woman.
Right.
Yeah, but we can go on. Michael Jackson wrote a song called Billie Jean. Why do you think he wrote that song? You know the lyrics of Billie Jean?
Okay.
Oh God.
Okay.
I'm just being real. And Michael Jackson did several interviews about it too.
Darnell. In that case, I mean, basically, men are trapping women.
What are you talking about?
Women don't trap men; men trap women.
How in those examples? You said in this case, so I'm assuming you're referring to my examples. You said men are trapping. How are these men trying to trap women?
I get it. If a male gets a woman pregnant, right? Because we all know the stats about out of wedlock paternity, right? When you're not married to these women, but you're willing to have sex, the act itself, sex, creates child, right? Because they don't want these children, right? They say we got trapped. We're trapped in child support. We're trapped in taking care of this woman. I'm trapped in this lady's life for 18 years.
That's not necessarily exactly what I mean. Like,
I need you to explain to me, what do you mean by trap? How do women trap?
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Michael Jackson gave several interviews about this because what Dante had described earlier about all these paternity suits, Michael Jackson went through it. I mean, there was women after women talking about, oh, yep, I had his child. He actually gave an interview and he wrote a song about it.
Okay. Wait, let me say something real quick. So Darnell, what you're saying is this, that it's true that women trap men, though I'm going to prove that wrong in a minute. But it's not true that Jay-Z had so much sex that it's a strong possibility he has some kids he either does or doesn't know about floating around that nobody knows about.
No, of course there's a possibility. We're talking
Okay,
about
that's all we're
possibility,
saying.
but we're not saying fact.
Darnell, that's all we're saying. So if what we're saying is this, and Cyber, interrupt me if I'm wrong. What we're saying is that you guys are basing your defense on a lack of evidence. But
no, sir. I think we're just saying is
because they hold Jay-Z
we just
in
need.
high regards.
No, you know what?
No, that's not true.
You just I heard the word prominent.
Hold on a second, ma'am. I was never a Jay-Z fan. I like Nas over Jay-Z. That ought to tell you how much of a Jay-Z fan I am. I think Nas was a better rapper than Jay-Z.
We're not talking about his. I'm not talking about his. Listen, I'm not talking about his entertainment element in his life. We're talking about him as a millionaire, billionaire black man in this country.
But
you hold that in high regards. You do.
No, ma'am, I don't. I lived in the city.
You're not going to go to jail if you say yes. You're not going to get a whooping if you say yes. Because he's a black man, and in your eyes, he seems like he made it. He doesn't have any scandals. You hold that in high regards. Yes, you do.
No, ma'am, I don't. No, ma'am, I lived in the black city. I lived in the black city, Detroit, where we had Kwame Kilpatrick. And that man was prominent, came from a good family, was all this other crap, and I hate his ass. I can't stand him. Basically any black Barack Obama's about the only black politician I can stand. That's about it. Everybody else I can't really stand their asses. I don't like them until they prove me wrong.
Okay, you guys. I'm gonna switch forward. I'm gonna move the goalpost.
Yeah, move it 100 feet, though. Move it 100 feet.
100 feet? I can't kick that far.
Scarface Mark is the father. He's the father now.
Okay, listen.
Scarface Mark is a baby.
Because this kind of mixes in with what we're talking about. Hold on for 1 second. Okay, I'd like to thank everybody for rocking with me tonight. We got Tevin in the house. Eden is in the house. Tiffany's in the house. We have, Darnell. We have Cyber Dreams on up here. We have Deontay up here. We have King Sigma, who's waiting for me to play that, to spin that, his girlfriend, clip, Pearly Things. We have in New York to SF. Brina West is out at the pool, but listening in. We're having a good old time out here. So here we go. This is what I want to do. Let me bring up the volume on this thing. I want to make sure everybody can hear it. Okay, here we go.
Be daddy? No, Scarface Mark is the father. He's the father now. Y'all wasn't gonna tell nobody? Right? I had to hear the baby crying in the video. Ain't this the same man who'd have made so many videos about baby mamas? And you mean to tell me he turned out to be a baby mama maker? Oh my God, Dana, shut up. Shut up, Dana. Shut the F up. For real. In order for me to be a baby father, I would have to be single, right? I would have to not be with the mother of my child, right? Turns out that I am with the mother of my child, and I have been dealing with this woman for years. It might have been on and off.
Wait, stop. Did y'all think that everybody's stupid, huh? That these men think that we all stupid? A baby daddy is a man who's not a husband. You a baby daddy.
Right.
No matter if you're with the woman or you're not, you're a fucking baby daddy. Like, are you serious, dude?
I mean, think about it and you bring up a damn good point. I'll tell you why. All he needs to do is spend a little $90, marry the woman, and he's not a baby daddy anymore.
When she introduces him, oh, that's my baby daddy. That's my baby mama. Yeah. When he introduces her, like they're not introducing each other like, oh, that's my wife.
Right.
Or, like, you know what, Torch? I can't do this no more, man.
I don't want to torture you, but I gotta click the play button. I hate to do this. I don't want to do it. But let's see what else this big guy has to say. Here we go.
High school. This is a high school sweetheart type of thing. We've been on and off, whatever, cool. But I've been with.
Does he know that makes it worse that he's been with this woman since high school and didn't marry her after she had his kid? That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. I mean, the thing is this: he's trying to do what a lot of other people do, where they try to make a situation sound like a situation.
This woman for a very long time. So no, I'm not a baby father now. Am I unmarried? Cool, yeah, whatever, cool. But I am.
Oh my God, he just said cool, whatever.
My daughter was born 2 months ago. I haven't missed a day, right? And I'm with the mother of my child.
On and off, on and off.
Like he wasted his time putting this video up.
Yeah, you want to know something? I think he is with the mother of his child. I think he's with the mother of a lot of childs. We ain't found out yet, but the reason why wouldn't you get married? He looks like he's got to be in his 30s, right? So if it's the high school sweetheart and you've been on and off, it's got to be at least 10 years. No.
She might be black. You know, she probably black. If she was probably a white girl, you probably would have married her.
Yeah. Listen to him.
So mind your fucking business. And you're talking about, oh, I had to hear the baby make a noise in the background. If I really didn't want TikTok to know you, I would have cropped that out. If I really cared about y'all not knowing, I put my kid on.
No, he just didn't know it. He just didn't hear it when he put it up. That's what it is. I can tell he's a liar just by the way he's holding his head and in the way he's talking. And his profanity. He's truly angry right now. He's truly pissed off.
Almost every day. Since y'all want to be so nosy, yeah, this is me and my child, boy. This is me and my baby. Yeah, I have a kid.
Oh, yeah, you and your baby. You're a baby daddy. Show the ring, nigga. Show the ring.
Yeah, with the woman I've been with.
I need you to curse more often, DJ.
The woman I've been with, I guarantee you he's been with more than just her during the last 15 years.
So I have a question. You know, they said marriage is not for black men. I hear the red pill guys say that marriage isn't for black men. But what is more important, marriage, or what is more has a more stance in the world, marriage or children?
Right.
Like, wouldn't it be the opposite?
Well, that kind of goes hand in hand. It's marriage is important, so is children, but I think it's more important to have children within wedlock than it is out of wedlock.
I agree.
I'm saying, let's just keep them separate. Let's have the children separate as a separate entity and marriage as a separate entity, right? We hear these men say that marriage is not for black men. They despise marriage, but will procreate and create children. They put marriage below, and where do they put children?
Well, that's not true, ma'am. Because they talk about the red pill talks about the nuclear family all the time.
But all them guys they baby daddies, Darnell. Like all them dudes are baby daddies.
That's true. That's very true.
So
a lot of these red pill dudes are.
Wait, stop it. See, you guys don't understand. I listen very well.
I'm just saying.
Torch, I made a comment about where does marriage and children stand on the hierarchy of the male mind, right? And he brought up red pill. Oh, they talk about the nuclear family, but them niggas is baby daddies.
Yeah, because they're frauds.
Why did you try to substantiate or rebuttal my comment with a fraudulent claim from red pill? Why did you do that?
It's not a fraudulent claim. Nuclear families are very important. What I'm saying are the messengers are fraud. It's like a preacher. Hold on a second. It's like a preacher. It's like Robert Tilton getting up there talking about, praise Jesus and ripping you off, and all these preachers doing all this crazy stuff.
Slow down. Let's go back.
Hold on. Hold on. You gotta let me talk now. You gotta let me talk, Miss Cyber Dream. Come on.
I don't want to go into preachers. I want to stay where we are.
but here's what you said is that you were saying that I was talking about bringing up BS from the red pill. The message itself isn't BS, and I was just making a point about in Christianity, it's the same thing. You got preachers that do the same exact thing that preach the message. We all can agree the Bible is good, but you have the messengers that are corrupted.
Fraudulent men came out of your mouth. When the message is coming out of a fraud, what is that considered?
If the message is coming out of a fraud,
it's called pandering.
Probably a fraud or pandering. That's a good.
That's what it's called.
That's a good word.
So, you use a fraudulent narrative that comes out of the red pill.
It's not a fraudulent narrative. It's not a fraudulent narrative.
It is when it comes out of the mouth of a fraud.
Okay, so is the Bible a fraudulent narrative?
What?
That could be an argument made. It depends which Bible, probably.
But
yeah.
But the Bible it's not, nobody is, the Bible itself as an entity is written before all of us was born. So I don't understand the correlation.
It was written by man. So basically, here's the correlation. Here's the correlation is that what you're saying is, okay, because a fraudulent person is speaking a message, okay, a true message, proper message, it's fraud. Right, okay. But you have preachers that do the same exact thing.
Okay,
that are frauds.
Right there, I gotta move forward. I gotta move forward because.
Oh, come on, DJ, come on, this is getting good.
I can't get too good because I only got 15 minutes. But anyway, I got somebody who's gonna fit into this just perfectly. I'm not gonna even introduce him. I'm just gonna hit the clip. Here we go, y'all.
New program coming out for the ladies is called Lunch with the Doctor. It's called Lunch with the Doctor. You make a $500 donation to FDMG Academy, ladies, and you get a free lunch with Dr. Umar, restaurant of your choice in the state of Wilmington, Delaware. Lunch, ladies, you got to donate $500 to the FDMG Academy, and I will take you to lunch, private lunch, any restaurant you want in the state of Delaware. You don't pay for the lunch, I pay for the lunch. Any restaurant in the state of Delaware. Oh, yes, brothers.
But remember now, you got to donate $500. How many want to jump on this? How many want to jump?
I mean, that proves my point of what I'm trying to get Darnell to stay on what we were talking about. I made a comment and he tried to rebuttal it with the manosphere, but they're frauds. This man is a fraud. So everything that comes out of his mouth, the message is fraudulent because he's a fraud.
Right.
I hear what you're saying, but when you talk about the message of saying building schools for children, right? You know, underprivileged kids, that in and of itself isn't fraud. Hell, every 501c, I guess, would fall under the category of fraud. You know,
but schools already exist. We already have programs. We already got public school. We got private school. We got charter schools.
And they're failing. They're failing miserably. It's been proven since at least the Bush administration.
Wait. Okay, we don't want to get into the education part.
Wait, shout out to Bridget in the house.
The school itself isn't failing. It's the people, it's the individual children that are failing these schools, inside of these schools. The school itself isn't failing. It's the children that are failing.
I think it depends more what school you're talking about. Like the Detroit City school system was the worst school system ever. I know. You know?
But what makes it the worst? It's the participant that go to the school that makes it what it is.
Yeah, there's some badass kids. That's for damn sure. But
I mean, you can't be neutral in everything, Darnell. You got to make a stance. You got to have a stance.
Well, you got to remember. I'm a centrist. So you know, I'm a centrist.
That's your personal preference. Okay. Yeah. In certain topics and certain things, you have to make a stance.
Well, I mean, there are certain stands that I do make. You know, like when I made it clear.
The red pill message is good message.
Just yesterday I was up. You know, DJ would tell you run the tape back. Yesterday's tape back. You say I was getting on the red pill. Do I believe in the message? Do I believe in the message? Yes. You know, but there is a problem. there is a serious problem with the red pill, with the hypocrites, the false leaders, if you can even call them that. I mean, at this point, I think it's been proven they're grifters. You know, but overall, I do believe in the message. You know, but at the same time, it's like, do you leave just because you know? Again, you find out there's a corrupt preacher out there, or you know, or a priest that likes to do certain things that we know the Catholic Church did. Do you abandon Catholicism? Do you abandon Christianity?
I have a metaphor for you then. So if say we have, hypothetically, we have a man that's prominent and he's a stand-up guy, and say he's a traditional man, wouldn't the words of his message be different than a fraudulent red pillar?
I think that's kind of too general. Can you be a little more specific?
No, I'm just saying, like just say if DJ Torch was a conservative, traditional man, right?
Okay.
He believed in gender roles. The man is the head, the woman, and then children and all that things. His message will has similarity, but it would be a different message. His message will have truth in it. You agree?
Yeah, I agree.
So because these men messages don't have whole truths in it, you have to cancel the whole message. Just like these women, if the women's message doesn't have truth in it, right? Meaning women should be accountable for how they raising these children. Everybody know I don't lean on a sign of you know, just feminist, right? I'm justified, like I'm justice, right? Some of these women's messages doesn't have whole truth in it, so you have to throw away the message.
Do you have to throw away the whole message, or
that's correct?
Well, let me
or
pause.
the BS.
Hate to interrupt and pause, but I got to go on to this clip here.
Yeah, I'm going
DJ.
And then we'll
DJ, it's not every day I get to talk to Cyber Dreams. I miss her voice.
I'm gonna go on mute. I know I kind of bombarded everybody, and I'm sorry, Dante. You can talk. I'm gonna shut up. Dante, you can talk.
You have a very lovely voice.
Funny about you saying you guys is seriously, it kind of feels like the only thing that is actually feminine about you is that you have a vagina. Okay. Because I feel like, there's like a man on the panel.
Okay, and what's feminine about you, Brittany?
Everything is feminine about me.
Oh, come on. Like, I'm not trying to go personal here. So I don't know why you're trying to make this personal.
No, you made it personal when you
I said,
when you led with, hey, I don't have any debt. As if that's a flex because your parents have money.
You asked
What have you actually earned for yourself?
Brittany, you asked me. I'm saying in general, women own the majority of debt. We don't make great choices. If we look at who we pick, let's look at romantic decisions. Women don't make very good romantic decisions in general.
Hello, young lady.
I'm on a date with my favorite ex.
We don't make great choices.
Who told all her friends and family members she'll never see me again.
You're in a halfway house?
We don't make great choices.
Okay, what did you do?
Long story short, it involved a lot of guns.
We don't make great choices.
Smile for the camera.
What did you just say?
Smile for the camera.
We don't make great choices.
Do you have any children?
We don't make great choices.
I knew you were going to ask that question.
We don't make great choices.
Yes, I have 13 kids.
So, Torch.
You hear me?
No.
Did her message have truth in it? What is she missing in her message?
Well, basically, she's saying that Black women don't make great choices, but technically, if you look at the stats, that's, you could say that Black women don't make great choices, but then where does that leave Black men? Think about it. Black women make up 3%, 4% of those incarcerated. Black men, 30%. Who's making the great choice? Who's not making the great choice?
Actually, Black women make up 10% according to the FBI.
So what her message is missing is the fact that human beings can't read minds, right? Humans, it's impossible to vet another human if they're cosplaying as somebody else. It's impossible. What she should be saying is women shouldn't be so foolish and
Right.
and be more protective of their own wounds, because
Right.
these men have a track record of you know, getting you pregnant and leaving your ass.
Exactly.
You know, Cyber Dreams, I agree with that, but it's like, I think a component that you're missing is.
Wait, let me say Eden's message. Black women don't have many great choices to make.
I'm just saying, it's missing truth. It's missing clarity. If you're going to be out here talking, trying to teach people how to change their lives and make their lives better, you must be clear and concise. She's basically she's saying that it's the woman's fault that she dated a Dusty, but he didn't appear to me as a Dusty from the beginning. You get what I'm saying?
Yep. True. Yep. Most Dusties are good for a good week or two. Then they start to crack at the month level. And then at 3 months, well, then they're Dr. Jekyll. Or is it Mr. Hyde? Who's the mean one? Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, there's no truth in her.
A lot of men don't know this, but let me make it clear before we, run out of time. Anyway, a lot of people don't know that a lot of men, and obviously women too, but a lot of men, I'm talking in reference to why women end up with kids and no husband. A lot of men fake it really well for the first month, maybe even the first couple of months to maybe 4 months. But especially after they make these women pregnant, the real them comes out. The real evil comes out. I mean, it's just fake it. That you've heard the term "fake it till you make it." These niggas be faking it until they make a kid.
So what's the part of the women responsibility? They shouldn't be so foolish. You shouldn't be having sex without protection.
Right.
Like women,
No, Cyber Dreams, what you need to do is take out a protractor, a mirror ball, a crystal ball and shit.
No.
Hire a therapist at least once a week to talk to the guy. You have to, you don't do a background check once. You have to do one every week.
No.
And then
get on birth control.
You have to vet them one more time. So yes.
No, it doesn't. They have to get on birth control. That's the responsibility of a woman. If you're dating a man, and women need to understand that they have desires that they might have to check. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, I totally agree with Cyber Dreams. Like the last 5 minutes she's been talking. DJ, but DJ, listen.
Thank you.
The thing I don't like about what you were saying, I agree with most of what you were saying, but this is it right here, right? Because believe it or not, I don't hate women, right? I love women, but here's the problem. We can't put women in the position saying that they're the most educated, most intelligent, intuitive people on the planet, but the lowest and most dustiest, sorriest niggas can manipulate them. I don't believe that. I believe it's more what Cyber Dream was saying. I believe that because it happens to all of us when you get into that sexual mode, and I don't want to take it there, but I got to, everything goes out the freaking window for a lot of people. I don't care if you got 10 PhDs, if you a damn sex expert or whatever, a psychologist. When it's time to get down and you ain't had it in a minute and somebody you got you tingling the right way, both men and women, all that shit fly out the window, man. And shit happens in the moment. That's where you got to be disciplined at, men and women. So that's really where the real problem is. I think when it comes to all of this, make the right dude. Men are talking about, well, you should have chose better. Yeah, but most of the time she wasn't even really trying to be with this dude like that. She was just having sex. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing with the man. He wasn't trying to be with her like that. They were just having sex. It got wild. She got pregnant. They don't even know each other. And she decided to keep the baby however it goes. That's our real issue.
For my goal to make sure that I can, because there's some editing things I can do if I keep it under 2 hours. So I'm not trying to like skip out, but I'm ending this mug in like 2 minutes.
Oh man, come on, DJ. I mean, it's not every day I get to talk to Cyber Dreams.
You can look. She'll come through again. Don't worry.
It might be 3-4 weeks, Torch.
Yeah,
there you go. It might be 3-4 weeks.
Hey, I told you I'm done with this shit.
Yeah.
I just was
Darnell just has to keep coming back, right?